What's up, guys? Welcome to NMD TV. K's all day. If you're rocking with you, then you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. A big shout out to the Kane Gang, those who are part of our YouTube membership. I appreciate you guys going above and beyond to help support the channel. And if you are a sports content creator, you're looking to get your platform going on TikTok or YouTube, I do have a couple ebooks that can help you get monetized as fast as possible. Make money talking sports. You can do that too. Now, let's dive in and do what it do, baby, all right? Now, most people may be saying, Grant, why are you just now making this video? And it's because we're going to talk about one official commit. I thought we would be talking about two commits. Instead, we're talking about a commit and a possible commit. So the official commit is Tony Johnson, wide receiver from Cincinnati, decided to commit to our Miami Hurricanes, committed to us over Florida State. He visited Florida State. He said, I got to get the hell out of here, and I got to go to some ballers. 48 receptions, 449 yards, and led the Bearcats with 6 touchdowns. Now, I got a lot of thoughts about this. I don't know if I have any takes. I just got some thoughts. So when Tony Johnson was announced that he committed, I said, okay, we got a veteran in the room. We got a young man who has grinded, who was a walk-on, went to FAU, went to Cincinnati, and now he's with the U. I respect that. You got a guy who led his team in touchdowns. I respect that. Carson Beck, our starting quarterback, he has to be sitting back like, hey, you got more wide receivers? I like that. So I'm saying, you know what? I respect that. But I also had some thoughts in my mind. And y'all got to let me know, what do y'all think about this? My first thought is, what is our overall plan? Because I know our wide receiver core is young. We got C.J. Daniels out of the transfer portal. We got Keelan Marion out of the transfer portal. And now we got Tony Johnson out of the transfer portal. We're turning. You got JoJo Trader. You got Ray Joseph. Then you got guys like Josh Moore, Chance Robinson, Nye Carr. So I'm wondering, I would assume that if we were going to add another wide receiver after we added Keelan Marion, I would assume it would be a jump ball type wide receiver. A wide receiver who you can throw it up and he can go get it. Now, don't get it twisted. Tony Johnson can route you and get open. That's why he got 6 touchdowns last year. But I thought Miami would be looking for a physical wide receiver on the outside. Maybe I don't know something. Maybe they're going to rock with Josh Moore and he's going to be that. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. The next thing I would ask is, if you're Ray Joseph, how do you feel? Because we know Malachi Tony's going to touch the field. You just don't want to rely all on Malachi Tony. But Ray Joseph is a guy who's been here for several years. This isn't a true freshman. He's been over here 7 years. He's been working behind Xavier Restrepo. And Miami continues to add wide receivers. So Ray can look at it one or two ways. He can feel disrespected. And I'm not going to lie. If I was a wide receiver and you brought in a couple more wide receivers, I would be like, it's not like we bringing in Jeremiah Smith. It's not like we bringing in, somebody like that. So I'm just saying I would feel some type of way. Now you look at Ray Joseph, he can either take this as more competition, bring it on, let's see what you got. Or he can feel some type of way about it. I just have questions. Now Miami, we got to hit the ground running. We got to hit the ground running next season. Because we're starting out with Notre Dame. We're starting out with a Marcus Freeman-led defense, which means there's not going to be room for freshman mistakes, for young wide receiver mistakes. So maybe Mario says we need some vets who can deal with the bright lights. What do y'all think about that? Let me know. The next thing I want to talk about is AJ Hollyy. I was waiting to make this video because I was hoping AJ Hollyy would commit, but there has not been any commitment made, but there has been news. First of all, this picture with the biggest boss, Rick Ross, was posted yesterday. You know, when we call up Rick Ross, hey, Ricky Rose, we need you. When we call him, we pulling out the big guns. So that shows how Miami really wants AJ Hollyy, and that shows that, hey, they're going to pull out all the stops. He was on campus, got to campus, I believe, late Monday, and now we're just seeing if he's going to commit. When I look at his social media, you can see he's got a couple quotes about God. I think this is his way of saying, like, hey, I got a big decision coming up. I hope I'm making the right one. This is where Miami had him staying, you know what I'm saying? Pool, palm trees, probably a couple breezies out there, you know what I'm saying? So we are on commit watch. Can Miami pull off AJ Hollyy? If I had to guess, I would say I think we're gonna get him, man. Once we got Ricky Rose involved, I think they're gonna end up getting him. But it's not a said and done. Ole Miss wants him, LSU wants him. We'll see what happens. But, guys, what do you think about Tony Johnson? What do you think about AJ Hollyy? Let me know in the comments.